I'm Ed Latimore, a former heavyweight amateur national champion boxer and professional heavyweight once signed to Roc Nation Sports. I've been boxing for over 15 years and sparred with the likes of Roy Jones Jr., Stipe Miocic, Dominic Breazeale, Michael Hunter, and some other names you may or may not know. When I boxed as an amateur and professional, I didn't even know what trimethylglycine was. I'd never heard of it, either by that name or its other name, betaine. Most people in the athletic training world have never heard of TMG, but they are far more familiar with its more popular cousin, creatine. So if bros in the gym weren't using TMG and creatine, a supplement that receives all the hype from athletes and bodybuilders, is hardly ever used in boxing, the odds of me hearing about it from my fellow combat athletes was close to zero. However, now that I know a lot more about it, I believe that TMG should be a staple of every boxer's supplement stack. And while this video focuses on the benefits that boxers can specifically attain, all athletes can get something from TMG. Based on what we've seen in the research, I don't understand why it doesn't get all the hype that creatine does. I wish I had used it myself. But since I can't go back in time, I'm doing the next best thing. Using it now as I prepare for a comeback fight after 8 years off and educating other boxers on why they need to incorporate it into their training routine. But before I can convince you of why you need to use it, I have to first explain what TMG is. And in case you don't watch the entire video, the link to where I get a high quality trimethylglycine supplement is at the link in the pinned comment. It's this, MitoNutra. It also comes with creatine, beta-alanine, and L-carnitine. I'll be doing a separate video on all of those ingredients, but just know that this is easily the best supplement that anyone involved in combat sports, not just boxing or really any sport that requires sustained power output, can use. Now let's do a deep dive on trimethylglycine, aka TMG, aka betaine. Trimethylglycine, also known as betaine, is a naturally occurring compound first isolated from sugar beets, which explains the alternative name betaine. Throughout this video, I'll refer to it as either betaine, trimethylglycine, or TMG. Now, this small molecule consists of 3 methyl groups attached to the amino acid glycine and serves multiple functions in the human body. Trimethylglycine's role as a methyl donor provides significant advantages to athletes through several key mechanisms. Now, methylation is a biochemical process where methyl groups are transferred to various molecules throughout the body. For athletes, this process directly impacts their performance by optimizing energy production pathways, enhancing protein synthesis, and accelerating recovery. During intense training, athletes rapidly deplete methyl groups, potentially limiting cellular repair and energy metabolism. TMG replenishes these critical methyl groups by supporting the creation of creatine and, let's hope I say this right, phosphatidylcholine, both essential for explosive power and cellular membrane integrity. The methylation process also helps regulate gene expression related to muscle adaptation, growth, and potentially enhancing training responses. Additionally, by facilitating the conversion of homocysteine to methionine, TMG helps maintain healthy inflammation levels and cardiovascular function, both things that are crucial for sustained performance and recovery. Now, without adequate methyl donors like TMG, athletes may experience compromised energy systems, slower recovery between sessions, and a reduced capacity to adapt to stimuli. This biochemical support system allows athletes to train more intensely, recover more completely, and adapt more efficiently to their training programs, creating a cumulative performance advantage over time. Now, trimethylglycine is one of the most well-researched supplements in the fitness world, but just like creatine, you rarely see boxers incorporate it into their supplement stack. And I've yet to meet a boxer who even knows what it is before I tell them. So in this video, I aim to change that, because if you found this video, you're most likely a boxer, or at the very least, some type of combat athlete or athlete in general. The rest of this video will explain why you as a boxer, as a combat athlete, need to take TMG and examine the numerous benefits. But before we get into it, we got to answer the one question that's always on every boxer's mind when it comes to using a supplement. Is this allowed by WADA? The best part about TMG is that the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, approves its use. So you're safe. Trimethylglycine is legal in professional and amateur boxing and is approved by all major athletic governing bodies. This supplement is expressly excluded from WADA's prohibited substances list and is widely accepted both in and out of the combat sports community, despite many boxers not taking advantage of it. Now, in case you don't know for some reason, WADA sets the international standards for all anti-doping policies in sports. Explicitly permitting TMG use at all levels of competition means it's okay. All legitimate boxing regulatory bodies in the world follow the guidelines set by WADA, so a boxer never has to worry about a sanction or a suspension if they take TMG. Just make sure you get your stuff from a place made in a safe facility so it's not contaminated with something that is banned. Now, the first big benefit is that trimethylglycine enhances a boxer's power output and explosive performance. Now, TMG directly enhances a boxer's methylation pathways, which play a crucial role in energy production during high-intensity activity in the ring. During explosive movements like combinations and power punches, the body quickly needs to produce energy, and TMG helps optimize these processes. According to research, trimethylglycine supplementation increases power output by approximately 5 to 15%, allowing for more explosive punches and combinations. By the way, any link, any study I mentioned, I'm going to throw that in the description just so you can see. Now, 5 to 15% more explosive power means that that's an enhanced production, and that's a significant advantage that does not just translate to more impactful punches during exchanges, but throughout the entire fight, even when you're getting tired in the later rounds. With TMG supplementation, boxers can maintain their explosive power for longer periods, and research has shown that TMG improves work capacity during high-intensity exercise, resulting in up to 10% more total work output than non-supplemented athletes. The advantage gets bigger in later rounds when opponents have depleted their energy reserves, reducing their punching power and punching output. This alone is a significant advantage in a high-intensity sport like boxing, but TMG has another fantastic property that pairs incredibly well with the power advantage, and that is that trimethylglycine improves recovery between training sessions. Recovery between training sessions is just as important as the training itself. TMG helps boxers recover faster and more completely between tough workouts, allowing for more frequent, high-quality training sessions. Supplementing with TMG is a game changer for boxers looking to perform better and train more effectively during camp. TMG significantly reduces markers of muscle damage after intense exercise. This makes it easier to recover because you've suffered less damage. It also allows you to push yourself harder because you're more resistant to damage in the first place. Studies have shown that athletes supplementing with TMG experience reduced creatine kinase levels, a significant marker of muscle damage after intense exercise, indicating less muscle damage and faster recovery. This same study also showed a significant increase in IGF-1 and growth hormone, along with a decrease in cortisol. These biomarkers indicate significant protein synthesis and muscle recovery, because TMG acts as a methyl donor in the body, enhancing protein synthesis and cellular repair. When you train intensely, muscle tissue gets damaged and requires efficient repair. TMG optimizes these repair mechanisms through its role in methylation. The methyl groups are essential for several of these biochemical reactions related to recovery and adaptation. During high-intensity training like boxing sessions, the body depletes these methyl groups quickly and your recovery will be limited. But by enhancing methylation capacity, TMG allows boxers to recover more quickly between sessions, reducing soreness and accelerating muscle repair. This means you can train more intensely, and as an added bonus for amateur boxers, you can recover faster during multi-day tournaments. Now, trimethylglycine also helps boxers maintain optimal body composition. I was a heavyweight, so I didn't have to worry about this. But for everyone else, weight management is critical in boxing. Coming in too heavy can disqualify you from competing, while coming in too light gives up a significant advantage to your opponent. Furthermore, it's not just about the number on the scale, but how that weight is distributed. There's a world of difference between 1 pound of muscle and 1 pound of fat. Betaine is great for maintenance of optimal body composition. See, unlike other supplements that cause water retention like creatine, TMG helps with proper hydration without excessive water weight. But handling water weight is only one part of the weight management equation for boxers, and it becomes less important the higher you go up in weight classes. Trimethylglycine supplementation helps boxers increase muscle and decrease body fat, optimizing body composition. TMG does this by optimizing fat metabolism and potentially enhancing lean muscle preservation during weight cutting. TMG helps maintain the cellular hydration during weight cuts, which is vital for preserving performance capacity. When properly hydrated, cells function optimally even when the body water is overall reduced. This means better performance during the final training sessions before weigh-in and better rehydration capacity after making weight. Additionally, TMG helps regulate the homocysteine levels in the body. Elevated homocysteine can impair recovery and has been linked to increased inflammation. By maintaining healthy homocysteine levels, TMG creates an internal environment more conducive to optimal body composition and recovery. Now, the trick here, how do we maximize the benefits of TMG while training? The timing is important. Taking TMG post-workout with food enhances absorption, hydration. Maintaining normal water intake during supplementation protocols also helps. You got to make sure you pair this with food. It works better. Most importantly, boxers should test their own individual response, though, to TMG during off-season or early in training camp to understand their personal response patterns before implementing this protocol into a fight. These are just my experiences and what the research says. You might have a different reaction, and you should know that. Now, the greatest advantage of TMG for boxers is that it enhances power output, supports recovery between sessions, and helps maintain optimal body composition. Unlike other supplements, TMG doesn't cause water retention, the issues that might interfere with making weight. Though, assuming you're active and you're training and you have a lifestyle and habits that support your training, TMG will provide performance benefits without unwanted side effects. Although we talked a bit about the weight cutting, boxers in all weight classes can benefit from TMG supplementation without worrying about weight management complications. If you really want to supercharge your training, consider adding creatine and betaine to your TMG stack. That's why WADA Nutra is so great. You really just love this supplement, and it tastes great. Aside from it tasting great, it'll take your energy levels even further and give you more punching power to boot. You can learn more about creatine for boxers in other articles and other videos that'll be coming up. But if you already know about mixing them and you're tired of mixing and buying your supplements separately, check out WADA Nutra. Each serving contains 5 grams of creatine, 5 grams of TMG, and 3.6 grams of betaine. You can get it at the link in the pinned comment.